Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Corey Thompson.
While one company was busy landing a rover on the moon, NASA was busy watching some solar flares. NASA says that the sun emitted two strong flares this week. These images were captured from the agency's Solar Dynamics Observatory, which is actually a satellite out in space. It uses extreme ultraviolet light to make the flares visible to you and I. NASA says the first flare peaked Wednesday evening, and the other peaked shortly after midnight on Thursday. Yeah, the sun is a little bit busy this time of this decade. It goes in an 11-year cycle, and we're at the peak of it, or very close to it right now. In eastern Iowa, much quieter than anything that takes place on the sun. Most of us are seeing sunshine, though, coming from the sky, except up in Decorah. It's fairly cloudy up there and a little bit breezy too. So compared to the other locations in eastern Iowa, it is a much chillier day up along the northern border of the state. 37 in Decorah with a breeze, feeling more like the low 30s. The rest, where the sun has been, mid to upper 40s at this hour. So that really does make a difference this time of year still. The wind, where we see those flags whipping around in Decorah, will pick up a little bit more as we head toward the afternoon hours. Cold front is about to move through the area, and behind it we'll see some gustier northerly winds move in. We also see the possibility of a few very light rain or snow showers along and just behind that front near where an area of low pressure is tracking. Now, most areas, the bigger impact will be the winds and the somewhat cooler air moving into the region, and that's when the winds really do, again, perhaps pick up to in excess of 30 miles per hour at times this afternoon. Most gusts will be lighter than that, and as we head toward tonight, they get much lighter indeed. In fact, by tomorrow, things will be a little bit breezy, but not as windy potentially as this afternoon and evening will be. Our setup for today features that area of low pressure near southern Wisconsin, trailing cold front that is going to slide through the area very, very soon. And that's what's going to bring at least some temporary change to the area for the first part of the weekend. Sun south. Clouds increasingly moving in the north, and most of us get in on some cloud cover later this afternoon too. Notice this area of some light rain or snow moving into our northeastern zone. It really does move right along the Mississippi River corridor, give or take, let's say about a county's width on either side. And that's where it's going to slide as we go through the evening hours. Most of the rest of us staying pretty much dry. A sprinkle or flurry can't be ruled out, but for the most part, it should be a fairly quiet evening. As we head toward the nighttime hours, clearer skies will eventually return too. And with lighter winds overnight, that will lead to a pretty chilly start to the day on Saturday. Now today, it looks like it'll be a bit of a split. Low 40s perhaps at best we can do up toward Decorah. Down in south, mid to upper 50s still likely before that cold front gets here today. Now clouds again increasing, winds too. That'll be the factor as you head through the afternoon into your evening. Now next week, it will be very active. Potentially once again, another storm system starts to move toward us by Monday. Monday afternoon, we should stay dry, but Monday evening into Monday night, maybe an isolated shower storm develops here in eastern Iowa. As we look toward Tuesday, that's when things could be a bit more widespread in terms of some rainfall activity, but the latest indication are the second area of low pressure may be moving a little bit faster, and that could lead to the precipitation chance on Tuesday being just a little bit farther to the east. We'll have to watch that time period very closely. Between now and then, we're going to stay pretty quiet. The weekend looks decent. Remember, a little bit breezy, a little bit cool tomorrow, but certainly for this time of year, still very, very decent. Sunday looks warm again, highs near 60, closer to 70 by Monday with a mostly dry set of conditions there too. It's that big drop Tuesday into Wednesday with the cold front and that storm system that will bring some pretty notable change from 71 potentially Tuesday to 37 at best on Wednesday. Yeah, you'll notice and feel that one.
Yeah, that's a huge swing, and we've been enjoying such a nice week that really could come as a shock, but at least it's brief.
It is very brief. We'll bounce back pretty quickly. We just can't get out of this overwhelmingly warm pattern, at least not in the near future.
Thanks, Corey.